If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? It seems like a straightforward question. Of course, you'd probably say. Many say that. And that is definitely the easiest. But is it really that easy? This question originated with George Berkeley. He was a philosopher, and he was trying to prove something deep. That things cannot exist without a mind to perceive them. Just because something causes vibration does not inherently make it a sound. A sound needs a hearer to perceive it. When something moves, it causes vibrations in the air. And that moves to our eardrum, which relays it to the brain, and it turns it into electrical signals. And our brain perceives sound. It would simply be compression waves in the air without a mind to perceive it. The mind is what labels it sound. Otherwise, it's just compression waves. But we can go deeper down the rabbit hole with this. Does anything really exist without a mind to perceive it? Short answer, no, according to quantum physics. Try to think of something that doesn't exist. Thoughts are things. Therefore, if you think a new thought, you've created a new thing. It now exists in the universe because someone perceived it. Things get trippy when you start looking at how things behave at the quantum level. The observer effect shows that our consciousness has an effect on reality. When you don't perceive something, it acts like a wave of possibilities. But whenever you observe it, it collapses down into the particles, into one of the realities. So you see this with the slit trials. When you're not observing the particle, it's in superposition, which means that it can be in multiple places at the same time. And it's not until you observe it at one point in time, which it collapses from multiple places where it is in superposition, which it shows that it's here and here and here and here and here and here and everywhere. But when you look at it, it collapses down and it becomes a solid reality, at least while you're perceiving it. Then when you look away again, it becomes a wave. It becomes a wave of possibilities. So that makes me ask, who is observing us in order to force us to collapse into one reality or another? Every single time we make a decision, what makes us do that? It makes us go into one reality or another, which means that something is perceiving us. So what is that thing? And in turn, if that thing is perceiving us, what is perceiving that thing? And what is perceiving that thing? And that thing, and that thing, and that thing. That goes on to infinity. It can just be zoomed out. And that, my friends, is the tip of the iceberg when it comes to quantum physics and philosophy. The observer effect is one of my favorite things. It shows you the power that consciousness has on reality and probability, which I think is one of the most powerful things to learn. Any specific topics you guys want me to talk about, let me know in the comments. Let's delve into the mysteries of reality. Let's talk about anything from ancient aliens to more about superposition. We could talk about Schrodinger's cat. We could talk about Atlantis. We could talk about the effect consciousness has on probability. We can talk about mythology. We could talk about how maybe perhaps the occult of ancient times was really using science that we don't know yet. What if it's just science by another name? Cultures all over the world have everything surrounding the power of belief in their religions. That's something universal throughout religions. But maybe there is something to that when it comes to consciousness and quantum physics and the effect that our perception plays on probability. We should talk more about it. Let me know which one you want to hear in the comments, and we'll talk about it. Alright, thanks guys.